本文由 All Trust Translation Inc. 金信翻译公司采用英语官方材料翻译而成，主要目的是帮助用户提高英语听力，了解英语术语和句子，学习专业知识，所以中文翻译以机器翻译为主，外加少量人工审核，可能存在少量差错，仅用于辅助您理解英语。用户可以用碎片时间来观看或收听。欢迎订阅、点赞、分享、转发。本文路径
Canada.ca Taxes Income Tax Personal Income Tax Learn about your taxes. Know your rights and responsibilities.
了解您的权利和责任。
Your responsibilities. In Canada, each person does their own taxes every year. This involves reporting their income on an income tax and benefit return to determine if they have a balance owing or will receive a refund. This type of tax system is based on the self-assessment principle. Income tax and benefit return. The Canadian tax return that individuals complete every year to calculate whether they owe tax on their income. They must also complete the return to receive federal and provincial or territorial benefits and credits. The process of completing and submitting your tax return to the Canada Revenue Agency is often referred to as filing your taxes or doing your taxes. Balance owing. An amount generated when you have more amounts payable than credits. This could happen if you did not pay enough tax during the year, for example, if not enough tax was deducted from your pay. Refund. An amount generated when you have more credits than amounts payable. This could happen if you paid more tax during the year than you actually owe, for example, through the tax that was deducted from your pay. It could also happen if you are entitled to any refundable tax credits.
您的责任。在加拿大每年，每个人都要完成自己的报税，这包括使用所得税和福利申报表申报他们的收入，来确定他们是否有欠税或者会收到退税。此类税收制度基于自我评估原则。所得税及福利申报表。个人每年填写的加拿大报税申报表，以便计算其所得税是否存在欠税。为领取联邦和省或地区的福利和退税，他们还必须填写申报表。填写并向加拿大税务局提交纳税申报表的过程通常被称为纳税申报或报税。欠税。当应付税金大于退税额时产生的金额。如果在这一年中未缴纳足够的税款，例如没有从工资中扣除足够的税款，就会产生欠税。退税。当退税额大于应付税金时产生的金额。如果在这一年中缴纳的税款，例如从工资中扣除的税款，超过了实际应缴税款，就可能会产生退税。如果享有任何可退款的税收退税，也会产生退税。
In this tax system, you have specific responsibilities. Doing your taxes by the deadline. Generally, you have to do your taxes by April 30th. If you do your taxes late and have a balance owing, you will be charged a late filing penalty. You can avoid the penalty by doing your taxes by the due date, even if you cannot pay your balance in full. Giving the Canada Revenue Agency, CRA, accurate and complete information to assess your tax return. You must give the CRA the necessary information to process your tax return correctly. This includes submitting supporting documents, like receipts for medical or moving expenses, if the CRA reviews your tax return. Correcting your taxes. If you make a mistake on your tax return or leave out details about your income, you have the chance to correct the situation. You can also change your tax return if you forgot to claim certain deductions or credits. Paying your balance owing. If you have a balance owing when you do your taxes, it is also due on April 30th. If you do not pay your balance by the payment due date, the CRA will start charging you compound daily interest as of May 1st. The CRA will charge interest on your total balance, including amounts owing from previous years and penalties, until you pay it in full. Compound daily interest. A daily charge on your updated account balance, including the interest from your previous balance, if you have one. Notifying the CRA of any changes to your personal information, like a change to your address or marital status. This makes sure you keep receiving the benefit payments you are entitled to and important mail from the CRA.
在这一税制中，您负有特定的责任，在截止日期前报税。一般来说，必须在4月30日之前完成报税。如果延迟报税且有欠税，将被收取迟报罚款。即使不能全额支付欠税，也可以通过在截止日期前完成报税来避免罚款。为加拿大税务局 CRA 提供准确完整的信息，以便进行纳税申报表的评估。您必须向 CRA 提供必要的信息，以便正确处理纳税申报表。这包括在 CRA 审核您的纳税申报表时提交各种证明文件，例如医疗费用或搬家费用的收据。更正税项。如果纳税申报表有差错或遗漏了有关收入的详细信息，还有机会进行纠正。如果忘记了申请某些扣除项或退税，也可以对纳税申报表进行更改。支付欠税。如果在报税时显示有欠税，付款截止日期也是4月30日。如果未能在付款截止日期前支付欠税， CRA 将从5月1日起开始计收复利。CRA 将对欠税总额计收利息，包括往年的欠税和罚款，直到全额付清为止。每日复利。对更新后的账户欠税余额每日收取，包括之前欠税的利息，若有将个人信息的任何变更，如地址或婚姻状况变更，通知 CRA。这样可确保继续收到应得的福利款项和 CRA 的重要邮件。
The Canada Revenue Agency's responsibilities. The CRA provides information about Canada's tax laws so you can understand and follow them. The CRA uses different channels, like its website or social media, to regularly share information and updates with the public. This keeps the Canadian tax system fair and protects its integrity. The CRA has specific responsibilities. Reviewing tax returns. The CRA randomly reviews tax returns to ensure that you claimed or reported amounts, like tax credits or deductions, correctly and that you have the proper supporting documents. The CRA interprets and applies the Canadian tax law consistently and neutrally. Tax credits. Amounts that help reduce the taxes that you owe. Some can only reduce your taxes to zero, while others can be refunded to you. Deductions. Certain amounts or expenses that reduce the income you pay tax on.
加拿大税务局的责任。
CRA.
审核纳税申报表。
CRA.
税收退税。帮助减少所欠税款的金额。有些税收只能减免至0，而其他一些则可以退还给您。扣除项。某些可减少应纳税收入的金额或费用。
Protect yourself. The CRA may call you. If you have not replied to a letter the CRA sent you. If it needs more information about documents you submitted. If you have a tax balance owing and have not set up a payment arrangement. To ask about a tax debt or to begin an audit process. To offer free tax help for your small business or offer support in helping your clients access their benefits and credits. If you are not sure if it was really the CRA, you can check that the CRA tried to contact you by calling one of the phone numbers for the CRA found on canada.ca. Reducing participation in the underground economy. The underground economy includes any activity that involves not properly reporting income tax or GST/HST, sales tax. The underground economy puts an unfair tax burden on all law-abiding Canadians. Taking appropriate action. The CRA has several compliance programs in place to deal with suspected cases of tax evasion, fraud, and other tax offences. These programs ensure that individuals and businesses follow Canada's tax laws, like reporting all their income, paying all taxes they owe, and updating information that could affect their benefit payments.
保护自己。
CRA.
如果您没有回复 CRA 发送给您的信件，如果税务局需要有关您所提交文件的更多信息，如果您有欠税，并且尚未做出付款安排，询问拖欠税款或开始审计流程，为您的小型生意提供免费税务帮助，或提供支持，帮助您的客户获得福利和退税。如果您不确定来电者是否真的是 CRA， 您可以通过拨打在 Canada.ca 上查到的一个 CRA 电话号码来核查 CRA 是否曾尝试与您联系。减少参与地下经济。地下经济包括没有正确申报所得税或 GST-HST 销售税的任何活动。地下经济给所有守法的加拿大人带来了不公平的税收负担。采取适当行动。
CRA. Your rights. The CRA believes that you are more likely to meet your obligations in Canada's tax system if you have the information and services you might need to do so. The Taxpayer Bill of Rights describes 16 rights and outlines the treatment you are entitled to when dealing with the CRA. It builds on the CRA's values. The Taxpayer Bill of Rights includes, among others, your right to be treated professionally, courteously, and fairly. When you deal with the CRA, you will be treated fairly under clear and set rules. You can expect high standards of accuracy, professionalism, and courtesy. Register a dispute or make a complaint. You may disagree with the way your taxes were assessed or have a complaint about the service you received. You should first try and resolve the issue by talking with the CRA. If you are still unsatisfied, there are formal programs where you can ask to review the issue. It is important to understand your rights and to know that you can apply them if needed. The Office of the Taxpayer's Ombudsperson. The Office of the Taxpayer's Ombudsperson works independently from the CRA. They work to improve the service that the CRA provides to taxpayers by reviewing service-related complaints. They also look at issues that can affect more than one person, or a part of the population.
您的权利。
CRA.
纳税人权利法案描述了16项权利，并概述了您在与 CRA 打交道时有权享受的待遇。它建立在 CRA 的价值观之上。除其他权利外，纳税人权利法案规定您有权得到专业、礼貌和公平的对待。当您与 CRA 打交道时，您将受到明确和既定规则的公平对待。您可以期待高标准的准确性、专业性和礼貌。登记争议或提出投诉。您可能不同意您的税务评估方式，或要对您获得的服务提出投诉。应首先尝试通过与 CRA 沟通来解决问题。如果仍然不满意，可以通过正式的项目渠道要求进行复核。了解您的权利并知道您可以在需要时使用这些权利非常重要。纳税人监察员办公室。纳税人监察员办公室独立于 CRA 开展工作。他们通过审核与服务相关的投诉，努力改善 CRA 为纳税人所提供的服务。他们还关注可能会影响多个人或部分人口的问题。